Making bone broth. So Cancer signs, I actually saw a lot of fish bones when I felt the energy behind your cards here. A lot of bones in general, actually, not just fish bones. And then we have Aquarius, which is like filling a pot with water, right? So I'm getting a sense of broth. I'm getting a sense of using every little scrap of food, or just in general, being very efficient with everything you do for the sake of, well, not being wasteful. Because being wasteful means that waste, it could be going to somebody else. You're basically taking away, when you waste something, you're taking that away from someone else on the planet who potentially could have used it, in theory, though that's probably not really the case. But in theory, that's the case when we're talking about Aquarius, because Aquarius is humanitarian. So there's something about efficiency and not being wasteful with regards to, the way you cook, the way you eat, the way you use your resources, not throwing things away. And it's for the sake of fairness, because you want to be fair and you don't want to deprive other people of food and just be throwing it away when other people could be eating it. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, it's because, look, the key. You guys are good. You guys have the key. The key is about control. So you guys don't really have a problem, but it's about the other people. It's about the people who have less than you, right? Because you guys have there's a sense of wisdom and knowing. You guys are aware of things that are happening in the world. That's the Wizard's Tower. And you care about other people. That's the number 3. And so you're not going to be wasteful because you don't think it's fair to be wasteful. Otherwise, Libra would be reversed here. You think it's fair to be very efficient. And I think you're right. On the bottom, we have the Wall. There's a sense of preservation with the Wall, right? Using every scrap of food, or using things as efficiently as possible so that you have plenty left over, so that you are protected. There is a sense of the less you use, the more you have left over, and the more protected you are by the things that you've accumulated. That's prosperity. Okay, let's pull tarot cards, because I did this in reverse, and see what you get for you guys. Anything else here for Cancer signs regarding this spread? Anything else for Cancer signs? Cancer signs? Okay, so now we have the 7 of Swords. I don't think there is... this person does go overboard, all right? So whether this is you or somebody else, this person goes overboard and actually deprives themselves of things because they don't think they deserve it, because they're like, I shouldn't get this. Other people are starving in Africa. They don't have this. Why should I have this? This person actually ends up depriving themselves of things that they don't need to deprive themselves for the sake of being overly fair, for the sake of actually being overly humanitarian based on a perception that other people have less. But that perception might be actually wrong, or at least this whole thing is distorted on some level, because you don't need to deprive yourself of good things just because, somebody in Africa or somebody anywhere in the world has a shittier situation than you do. Temperance reverse here tells me that this person there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance, and it's an imbalance in positivity. It's like you're trying to do so much good that you don't do good for yourself. You deprive yourself. Let me give you another example. Let's say you're a vegetarian, or even a vegan, right? You're super strict, and your body actually needs protein, and you've been having health problems. There's nothing wrong with being a vegan, but if you're having health problems and you can't seem to find any other solution, and you're only a vegan because of you think that there's so much cruelty with regards to animals, and it's this principle, and you're trying to be overly fair, overly humanitarian. Well, maybe you can just buy, grass-fed beef. Buy grass-fed beef. That beef actually led an okay life, not as bad. You don't have to completely deprive yourself. It's like throwing out the baby with the bathwater a little bit here. Let's pull advice and see what we get from the cards for advice. Any specific advice here for my Cancer signs, please? Any specific advice? Any advice? Cancer. Any advice? Yeah, look, the Hermit reversed. That is somebody who is anal retentive, actually. That's the Hermit reversed. It's somebody who looks way too closely, over-analytical. And this is an over-analytical sense of fairness. An over-analytical sense of equality. It's like, if somebody in Africa is starving, well, everybody here should be also starving. It seems like it's too much. We've gone way off the deep end, beyond trying to be fair, trying to equalize the world in a way that's impossible. And then looking down here, we've got Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. It's just not knowing how to do good. The Wheel of Fortune is how to create good things and how to turn the wheel around, right? How to make the world better. That's the Wheel of Fortune. And the Seven of Cups is just not actually having a good grasp on how to do that. And so how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to go overboard, basically, and deprive ourselves of things in order to feel like we're being truly fair to everybody. And then the Chariot, that's just saying the way that you make the world better, because it's next to the Wheel of Fortune here, is just by being you. It's just by being you and not overthinking it. The Chariot is literally the reverse of overthinking it. The Chariot is like, time flies when you're having fun. Is like when you're not thinking about anything and you're kind of so in the moment and you're engrossed that things run almost automatically, smoothly, and easily. And that is the Chariot, and that's how you bring fairness into the world. You don't have to, it shouldn't be as hard as you're making it. All right, Cancer signs, let's see what we get out of the Oracle cards, and then we'll wrap up your reading here for advice. Any other advice here for my Cancer signs? Any other advice? Yeah, wow. Look, the hourglass reversed and the volcano. You can't expect the world to change in one day. It's like you guys see all these things that are wrong in the world and you're like, they all need to be fixed now. We're all gonna starve ourselves because they're starving, we're all starving. It's like, no, the world can't change in a day. You guys want to change the world in a day, it's not possible. You want too much. That's the volcano in too little time. That's the hourglass reversed. So you just, in the meantime, while the world is not changing, do small things. Be yourself. You can enjoy life. You can enjoy life, and just being you is enough to spread, to make the world better. Basically, just being you is enough. You don't have, it doesn't have to be so hard and grueling. You don't have to be cruel to yourself to feel like you're doing good. That's the advice, guys. All right, and have a little fun. Bottom card is Leo. Have a little fun. That's what the world actually needs, is a little fun, and that's the advice. All right, Cancer signs, that's your reading. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to check out Patreon, because I just, there's some cool stuff for Cancer signs on there I recently posted. So check that out if you're interested, and also if you want to support my work, I would really appreciate it. With that, I'll see you guys next time.